free! If you want to see an additional 5-minute preview of this next Ultra Vegito episode for free, just sign up to my manga newsletter, mangaletter.com, using the links in the description or pinned comment, and simply enter an active email and your name, and it will be with you instantly after for free. So make sure to check your spam, junk, or other folder if you don't see it. This is a treat for every one of you who cannot afford the Patreon, so enjoy. But using his last trump card, with a coy face, Goku would then bargain saying, "But if you let me fight first, I can promise I'll show you something you've never seen before, Vegeta. I can show you a new form. One even stronger than yours." A new form! And on hearing this, Vegeta's natural Saiyan instincts would kick in, as would his rivalry with Goku, as he would mutter back, "One stronger than mine? Impossible. You've been well surpassed, and you know that. How could you even say such a thing?" Before suddenly, Vegeta would then release all his aura, folding his arms, closing his eyes, as he would begrudgingly grumble, "Fine, lie or not, you've made me curious. I must know if this is true. Try to skip the games and get to this new form of yours. If I don't see one, you and the Baldy are heading straight to the next dimension." Haha! Right on! Thanks, Vegeta. You won't regret this. Has now finally been given what he wants, Goku would excitedly raise his fist, overjoyed that he can now finally challenge his old TOP foe. With that, Vegeta and Trunks would then vanish with neither uttering a word more, before reappearing just outside the crater, with a clear view of the Saiyan and Pride Trooper. And with Goku now alone with his old friend, at least in his mind, he would smile as he would let out, "Been a while, huh, Jiren? I can see you've been training hard, ever since you decided not to join us in our final battle against Dai. Not that I was expecting any different, but we could have really used your strength in the end." To which Jiren would abruptly reply, "As I told you then, I will tell you now. I would never aid the likes of someone like Vegito, and thus someone like you, Son Goku. You have walked down the path of darkness, and as expected, even in your removal of the gods, you have brought upon the multiverse an even greater calamity." As for a moment on hearing this, both warriors would remain deadlocked in silence, just staring forward as the tension would begin to rise, and slowly, Goku would realize Jiren's negative feelings of the past were far from forgotten. As continuing, Goku would then say, "A greater calamity? I'm not too sure about that one. Lucif is strong, but we've come a long way, just as you have. This time, together, without Vegito, we can save this universe our way." But unconvinced, Jiren would respond, "Without Vegito. You think just because you warriors have defused that all your past transgressions are now forgiven. How foolish! You are one in the same as Vegito. You trapped me in the pyramid. You robbed me of my mortality. And now, I am a monster like you. And with Goku sensing the turn in atmosphere, his face would go serious, replying, I understand what Vegito did to you was bad. I know you never got your revenge. Maybe you didn't even get an apology. But I am sorry, Jiren. You just have to take my word though. I didn't have any say in that. It was all him. And trying to turn the tune slightly, returning to a smile while getting into fighting stance simultaneously, Goku would then say, but you know, if you need someone to take out your revenge on, I'm more than happy to be your punching bag. I've been waiting to fight you again all this time. Call it 2 birds, 1 stone. That smile! My suffering is a joke to you, like it was to him! As Jiren, now suddenly enraged, would glow his red demonic eyes in a flash. As he would then unleash a fiery aura of his own finally, a manifestation of his festering internal rage, as Goku would be forced to stumble being right in front of it, as the buildings around in the city they were in would begin to shake and crumble too. With even Trunks and Vegeta noticing, the entire planet would begin to shudder violently. And as Goku's lone foot would begin to lose some form of footing as the planet would quake, he would look down momentarily saying, Jiren, wait, aren't there people around here? We should really move. But in that one momentary lapse of judgment, looking away from his foe, in a flash, Jiren the Grey, like a bull with his 2 horns, would already be straight in Goku's face, approaching with unfathomable speed and force until... With a straight left, Goku would be smacked straight in the face, right on the nose, for maximum pain. Sending our hero flying off with force into the sky in disbelief at Jiren's urgency. And carrying on the assault, the Pride Trooper would immediately pull back and ready himself to... Come back here, Son Goku! To then fly with even more vigor and rage, surrounding himself with an aura as he would catch up in an instant. As with his oversized arm and the anger of an enemy, not a friend, Jiren would slam his fist so hard onto the face of Goku, his entire body would begin performing backflips, his torso limp, as he still remains in his near defenseless base form. Until moments later, instantly activated, Goku's mastered Ultra Instinct would make its first appearance in a long while. His hair becoming an angelic white in a flash, his eyes an all-seeing grey. And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons, who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see just what insane turn of events happens next in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.